I just started with something simple. I wasn't making money from art. I didn't have, I just had regular paycheck. I actually had less than a regular paycheck. And then I was able to build this art thing up. I put a lot of money into it, a lot of long night, a lot of tears and blood too, to be honest.
Everyday People, a radio show where your story guides the conversation.
In today's episode, Jasahn Stewart lets us know anything is possible.
My name is Jasahn Stewart. I currently reside in New Jersey. I'm a customs artist and I own a luxury brand line of clothing. I'm the oldest of 9 kids. I was born in Brooklyn, but right now I live in New Jersey.
What is it like in New Jersey?
Pretty chill. I mean, at least the part that I live in. I live in the suburban part, and there's a lot of rich people around here.
Tell us about this brand that you have, because I've been seeing it everywhere, and I've seen, you got a lot of customers and a lot of people.
Well, basically, my brand is myself, but I created this character named Drippy, and Drippy is kind of what drew a lot of people to me. It's basically a bear or a mouse or whatever people want to call it, and it drips, so it has a cool effect. Basically, how I turned it into a luxury brand is I started to partner with other companies like jacket companies and stuff like that. And I wanted to keep it more of like an exclusive type of thing, because at first I was partnering with the companies and trying to get it into stores, but it just got real difficult for me. So I was like, you know what, I want to make this something that's exclusive, something that when a person gets it, it's like something that's dope or personal to them, where they feel like, oh, I got this, and nobody else got it. After that, I just decided to stop doing stores and stop doing the collaborations and stuff like that, and just keep it more of that exclusive type of thing. And then me, myself, I'm an exclusive type of person. Like, I stay to myself. I just, do what I gotta do, and, I work by myself. So this brand is like a representation of myself, almost. I'm, what they would call a high maintenance type of person. So for me to cater to the class of people with, I guess, you could say more money, then, that wasn't really an issue for me. I just been, going crazy on Instagram, putting it out, and people have been rocking with it. So it's been going pretty good so far, and it's only gonna get better.
So I want to back up to what you said before about when you tried to partner with the company and things like that. What were some of the challenges that you had with that situation?
A lot of trust things. I mean, some of the people, they would send me stuff or give me stuff, and they wouldn't trust that I was like keeping inventory and stuff like that, because I'm still young. I'm 22, so it's like you're still dealing with, it's like a man but still a youngin' at the same time. So it was older people, and they just had like some sort of trust stuff, even though I was doing everything right on my part. But that, and then also when it was time for like payment and stuff like that, then they would always like ignore messages and just hold off on me. So that wasn't a good feeling. And then also when I wanted to price my stuff how I wanted to price it, then they would always have a problem with it, because they did that. I wasn't able to pretty much price my own stuff however I felt like it was, how much I felt like it was worth. And I was basically either downgrading or just making it less quality than, the great quality that I provide today. So it felt more like I was like working like a factory job where, it was just like, okay, we need 10, 15, 20 of the same jacket. We need it by such and such. So, I would be up all night. I'd be stressing out and, just trying to get orders done. And it wasn't fun. And then for me, like, I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over again. So for me to be doing the same jacket or the same shirt or the same hat like 50 times, then, that wasn't for me.
That's very understandable. I feel your pain. I really do. Design is an interesting field in itself, because we have to deal with all these people, their attitude, whether they're going to pay us or not.
Yeah, to be honest, I never really considered myself a designer until recently. It's just, I find painting on like the regular canvases that people paint on boring. I just enjoy painting on clothing, because it's like so many curves and so many different sections where I could do different stuff. You see on the jackets, I have like roses on, the front, chest part, then I have like leaves in the back, drippy on the back, stuff on the sleeves, and just like a whole bunch of different types of stuff. So like gives me, my creative ability, and then plus I'm able to wear it. So, that was a plus. And, people stop me. Always, it's a good conversation starter too, 'cause like, yo, where'd you get that? It's like, you made it. All right, I need your Instagram. So
like, I guess when it comes to clothing and things like that, I know there are like certain people that like to be different and wear like different brands isn't heard of just because they like it, and then, it goes from one person to the next person. Right. But normal clothes brands, Polo, Under Armour, plenty of them. Like, we may still wear some of it, but for the most part, most people get like custom shirts with, different characters, somebody's logo, different style.
Yeah, so, I'm just providing something that's, different, where, I was able to be a custom artist, but then create something out of an idea that I had, and I'm just, blessed to have people rocking with it, and, it just turned out so well.
And I see, like, along with your, posts, you be, like, putting all, like, the motivational captions and things like that. That's definitely, like, a part of your brand as well.
I like to see people being successful. I like pushing people to their fullest potential. I just like to see people winning. I can't tell you how many DMs I've gotten where it's just like, yo, you're such a motivation to me. Yo, you're like my big brother, or, just a whole bunch of different, like, DMs where, like, I'm inspiring people pretty much. That's like one of the best feelings. 'Cause like I said, I'm the oldest of 9 kids. I already got that big brother type of mentality. When people say stuff like that, it's like, alright, I'm gonna just take you under my wing. I'm just gonna continue to keep being the positive role model. Just show you guys that, anything is possible. You don't have to be limited. You don't have, the only limit that you will ever have is yourself. People can be doing what I'm doing. People can do greater than what I'm doing. It's just, I'm just another example of just following your dreams and, making them a reality and believing in yourself.
Most people that I follow on Instagram, they just do strictly cartoons, or I see some people just do like sports. And like, for the people that do cartoons, it's fine that they do that, but I also see that they have a lot more potential when it comes to that. Some people that just do like music related stuff, where they make the covers and things like that, and they don't want to like branch out, when I feel like, they should, but it's not my place to say. So I just, kind of be like, okay,
people's gonna do whatever they want to do. Just hope that person, is successful, or pray for that person to be successful. That's all you can really do. People are gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day.
How does your family feel about what you do at this point?
My family is very supportive, actually. They support me with all this stuff. Because I actually used to be in skateboarding. I still do skate a little bit, but I used to be like really good. I would go out to like contests, and I was in magazines before. We drove out to Atlanta one time just for a skate contest, and they're very supportive. So with anything that I do, I always got my family's support. I love them to death. So, that's just how we are. We're all supportive. We're all, motivating each other. That's my family. Everybody in my family is a family. Everybody just supports, and, me with this art stuff is great. I think, one time I was at a barbecue, and my grandma, she was, I think she looked at my jacket, and she was like, oh, that's a nice jacket. And she asked me how much my jackets are. And when I told her, she hit me on the head. She was like, boy, are you crazy? Like, grandma, it is what it is. Can't be doing, the little stuff. So, that's really the only, well, it wasn't even negative, but it was just a funny situation that I remember. She saw the price of my stuff, and she just hit me out of impulse or whatever. I don't know. Well, how I started doing custom stuff altogether, I actually just spilled ink on my Vans at work, and I just had a big ink blotch on there, and then I was on Instagram, and I would see like Chris Brown or different like pages have people that would draw on the sneakers and paint on sneakers. So I was like, I'm not gonna just have the blotch on my sneaker. I'm just make something cool with it. So I did that. I posted that on Instagram. People liked it, and then after that, I just bought some hats, and I started drawing on hats, and then I started selling it after a while, and we kept building to where I'm at right now. So it was a very genuine start, just starting from me spilling ink on my Vans and not wanting the ink blots, I just drew on them, to making the type of clothing that I make now.
It's like how they would call it, a happy accident.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It wasn't really any challenges with starting it. I mean, Drippy, he was just a monster out of a few monsters that I drew on this my first custom pair of boots that I did, and he just happened to be the one that I picked because he was dripping down onto the boot, and I was like, oh, that would look cool if he dripped down on a hat or something like that. Then from there, people just was rocking with it.
I guess it's not every day that you get a situation like that where it just kind of happens and it just kind of takes off. Some designers I know, they don't draw specifically what they want to. They'll ask their followers, who you want me to draw next, or who you want me to draw next, and I'll just be like, well, they'll figure it out. But I know most of the people that I follow, as far as design wise, they're younger than me. Mm-hmm. So I know they still have a growing to do as far as coming into their own with what they want to do with what they got going on.
I think everybody kind of starts off doing, because at first I wasn't, I didn't have Drippy at first. I didn't have Drippy till probably like 5 months after I started doing my custom art. Before that, I was doing, just the regular stuff like, Bugs Bunny or Tweety Bird or Hello Kitty, or just stuff like that. So it was just when I got Drippy and I decided to make him something, then it was like cool. It was just something that's different on my hat. And then you see I like to draw like roses and just like nature stuff like leaves and flowers and animals and snakes and stuff like that. So I think after a while you're just kind of getting to your own groove. I guess some people might take a couple months, some people might take a couple years, and some people, they'll never get their own grooves. They'll just be doing what other people do. Like I know some custom artists that they'll just basically just keep taking off of what other people have instead of making stuff of their own. And that's cool, because a lot of people, a lot of customers, they just want Tweety Bird or just something that's familiar to them. Like that's what they'll ask for. It's not all the time that people will see something new and it like draws them into it, unless it's really dope. Because the thing is, when people see something that is familiar, that's what they resonate with. So if somebody had like a whole 90s themed pair of boots versus just somebody just doing a freestyle of their own ideas, then the person, they would most likely go for a 90s pair of boots if they're a 90s baby or whatever, because that's something that they resonate with. And so it just takes a lot of patience, and if you want to find your own cool, if not, you can still become a successful custom artist. There's no rules to art. You just do whatever you do.
So I guess, well, this is pretty much like the final question. What do you see in the future for what you're trying to accomplish with everything that you got going on so far?
For the future, to be honest, I just see it growing to, I want to get into a spot where, I'm doing just like custom pieces for like celebrities and stuff like that. I mean, I actually have done stuff for some, well, not celebrities, but for some bigger people. Well, I guess you can call them Instagram celebrities or whatever. I'm actually in the works of doing something in order for a football player on the Titans. So that's cool. That was pretty cool. And I just really want to become more of a stylist in a way, because a stylist / designer, because what I want to end up doing is I want to create clothes specifically for the person. Like I don't want the person to be able to get the clothes anywhere else. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to make the clothes exactly how I want to make it, how I see fit for the person. So that's my goal, and I want to do that for like just the people that I deal with right now, like the higher class individuals. And that's pretty much my end goal right now. I mean, of course, it's gonna be more by the time that I get there. Because every time I get to a goal, I'm always, coming up with 3 new ones. So that's like my end goal for now. That's the furthest that I've thought of where I want to take it and the direction that I see this going.
I'm amazed at like just the posts, the art, the comments, and just the positivity that's, flowing around your page. Because as I go down your timeline, I just be like, wow, it's amazing to see,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Something grow and becoming more and more each day.
That's the goal. Like I said, I'm an artist, but I'm also, that's why you see up in my bio, I have artist and motivator, because I want to be that person that other people can look at and be like, wow, I could do that. I really, because my thing is I started with like what I said, like I just started with something simple. I wasn't making money from art. I didn't have, I just had regular paycheck. I actually had less than a regular paycheck. And then I was able to build this art thing up. I put a lot of, I put a lot of money into it, a lot of long night, a lot of tears and blood too, to be honest. And it's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't get to see, but I kind of open it up in a way where you guys can see like some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Still, even with that, you'll get to see me overcome and see me build up this empire that I'm building right now. I would say that's my main goal, is just to be more of an inspiration to the people that are following me, making sure that everybody that I possibly can knows that anything that they put their mind to is achievable.
I would like to give a huge shout out to Ayo Shutta and So XA Sounds for the dope music you heard today. See you on the next episode.